Hi, Grandma Roseanne, and we're starting this outside because we're going to make a cauliflower rice stir fry. And I'm just picking some stuff from my garden. I almost hate you seeing my garden in winter because it's just not very pretty. However, take a look at the broccoli. Now that is beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that magnificent? Oh, I love it. And I think one is enough for us. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to get some cauliflower. So come on, cameraman, come with me. And you guys, look at this. It's January, well, a couple of days, it's January. Look at, the tomatoes are still producing and doing fantastic. Look at that. Amazing. Okay. So here we are to cauliflower. Just take a look at that. Isn't that wonderful? If I can get my foot up there. Oh, we got so many nice cauliflowers here. They're beautiful. And, whoops. Fell out of my shoe. There. So 2 beautiful cauliflowers. So straight out of the garden we have 2 beautiful cauliflowers and broccoli. So let's go on inside and we're going to start cooking. Well, that was a nice little tour in the garden. There's also Brussels sprouts are growing now, and cabbage, beets, onions, garlic, all kinds of good things, but it's just not a pretty time of the year. So back to what we're going to do here. We're going to make rice cauliflower, which has become one of my very, very favorite things because it's nutritious, it's high in all kinds of vitamins and antioxidants, and also delicious and very inexpensive, especially if you grow it yourself. So what I have done is I have put some of it in here already, and I'm going to pulse it. And this is about what you're looking for. Whoops. Doesn't work so well when you drop that in. All right, now starting with the other head, I'll show you what I did, which was ever so simple. I just cut around the root, the base of it, the stem of it, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's a stem. Got that off, and then broke it into flowerets. And then I took quite a bit of the stem off. I really don't want that much of the stem in there, although it's equally nutritious. I'm going to do this in 2 batches. I'll tell you, when the craze was on and everybody was doing cauliflower rice, I was the holdout. I just didn't think it was going to taste very good. I wasn't very interested in it. And it wasn't until one of my neighbors did it and brought me some that I went, oh, what have I been missing? So if you haven't done this, don't be a holdout like I was. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Ooh, you guys, I'm excited. All right, so we're ready to start. We've got everything ready here. I've got 2 eggs and a third of a cup of milk. I'm just going to beat those up. I'm going to add the milk. Whoa! Ooh, it's better if you don't wear it. Oh my goodness. Now in my pan here, I have got this on a medium-high heat, and I'm going to put in a canola oil, just maybe about, let's just say a half a tablespoon. In my eggs, I'm going to add just a touch of salt, not too much, and a touch of pepper. Now you can use an olive oil if you want, not an olive oil, I'm sorry, don't use an olive oil. But if you want to use an avocado oil, that would be fine. But you want something that has a very high tolerance for heat. So canola, avocado, all good. That was cameraman. Now we're going to deal with the cauliflower. We want a little bit of oil, not too much. Just a little bit to coat the pan. And then we're throwing all of the cauliflower in. You don't have to use fresh cauliflower if you want to just go buy it. You can buy it in frozen sections of almost every grocery store. I really like the fresh. Well, I like the fact that we grew this, but if we hadn't grown it, I still would just go buy fresh. I've used the other, and it's fine. It's expensive, but it's quick. But how long does it take you to pulse something in your Cuisinart? Not very long. You can start smelling that the aroma is kicking in now. And if you're someone that likes to mess around with your food like I do, apparently, this is a great dish to make because you can just keep stirring. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but you don't need a wok. If you have a skillet that has kind of a high edge, it's perfectly fine to use that. All right, well, we had to come over here to the range top. I was using an induction cooking plate, which I have used for many, many, many recipes. For whatever reason, the wok didn't like it very well, and it kept trying to burn. So we had to come over here to the range top so that everybody was happy. And now we're going to just reserve the cauliflower, set it off to the side until we're ready to use it. Cameraman said you didn't get a good look at it. There it is, all nice and cooked. So now we're just going to make the sauce. Soy sauce, 2 tablespoons. One teaspoon of fish sauce. 1 teaspoon of oyster sauce. Well, wouldn't you know? We're going to say that's 1 teaspoon. Two teaspoons of Hosin. I love Hosin. We want 1 teaspoon of Mirin, which is a rice vinegar, and just a touch of sesame oil. We're also going to use this at the end. It's really a nice thing at the end. You want to go ahead, mix that up. I'm going to want to thicken this, so I'm putting in 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. We'll just have this all ready, and then I'll show you how we're going to use it. There's enormous and amazing and fantastic little flavors in here. And if you think, my gosh, that's a lot of ingredients, it is. But you know what, you guys? Every one of those bottles are very, very inexpensive. They will last you forever. If you do any kind of Asian cooking, you almost can't go without them. All right. Now we're going to start our wok again, which will be happier here on my stove. And we cannot forget our broccoli that we grew so beautifully. Now we're going to want a little bit of oil in here. I think probably about a tablespoon would be good. We're going to let that get hot. You'll watch it as it starts to ripple. It's just spitting up now simply because I had some water in there when I washed it, so it's spitting just a little bit, but that's just because there was water in there. I want to get it to a pretty high heat. And then we're going to start out with our aromatics. We're going to start out with our garlic, with our onion. And I have probably maybe 3/4 of a cup. But again, like I said before, whatever you want. Whatever you want. That's what I love about this dish. Now I'm not going to caramelize these onions. All I'm going to do is just get them soft, get them fragrant. And then we're going to add the garlic. Always, 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 always add your onions first, and then your garlic. Your garlic will burn. I have 2 cloves of garlic here. Let that cook for about a minute. After you've done all your chopping and dicing and all of that, the rest of this comes together so fast. Then put in your harder vegetables first, like your celery, broccoli, carrots, asparagus, I have the trifecta here. I have the red, orange, and the green peppers. This is bright and beautiful. Now I'm going to add the mushrooms. And we really like mushrooms, so we're generous with those. My wok is so much happier on this heating element. I've never had that one do that. I was shocked. And what I didn't show you guys was the first batch of eggs that I did burnt instantly. We had to throw them out and start over it. I didn't even show you that part. These are cooking down very nicely and staying very bright. Look at the color of that broccoli, will you? That is magnificent. Okay, in go the bean sprouts. I grew bean sprouts once. I was so excited. You guys are really easy to grow. But I didn't grow these, I bought these. Now we're going to add our cauliflower. Our sauce, which is deliciously flavored. And if you're kind of new to stir-fry cooking or Asian cooking, and you're kind of a little bit afraid of those bottles that I pulled out, don't be, really. I was for quite a while because I thought the fish and the oyster was going to be disgusting. And it's not. It's not. It's really, really good. I think in this whole pan, if I have got 200 calories, maybe 300 calories in the whole pan, that would be a stretch. So do you see how you can fill up on such good food here and not be wearing it on your hips the next morning or crying when you step on the scale? Alrighty, I think we're just about there. It's almost taste time. Well, I think we're just about ready to have a wonderful taste of this magnificent little meal that we just made. Now, I think that just a touch of sesame oil on the very top of it is wonderful, but be very careful with it because it really is a strong taste. Also, if you sesame seeds, you can toast them or not and put them on the top, and that's really nice as well. I have sesame seeds in the pantry over there. I'm just too lazy to go get them. So, here we go. Magnificent food is about to be presented. All right, are we good? I see all these beautiful vegetables in there. And before I even take that first bite, I'll let it cool for just a second. If you want to add shrimp, chicken, beef, pork, you have just kicked it up another level. But once you have this, you can maybe, I don't know, fix that on a Sunday, maybe on a Tuesday, you're going to add some different protein to it. Take it for lunch on Wednesday. You can have this for a few days and it will be excellent. Really good. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Alrighty. If you had fun with us today, even through our problems that we had with cooking, come back. There's a little subscribe button up there that says subscribe. Just punch it. It doesn't cost anything. And then hit that little bell so you'll know when we're putting up videos again. So have a good time. I'm going to put ingredients below, but have a really good day and give it a try. I think you'll like it. Bye.